Today we're going to go back and use the RTX 3080 in 20 different games at 1080p and 1440p and see how this GPU can actually keep up in 2023. First game is going to be Warzone 2 at 1080p at a mix of medium and high settings. Right, here we are at 1080p and we're playing at a mix of medium, high and low settings. Now if the games are going to be multiplayer, I'll be leaning towards those lower presets because we want as many frames as possible, and if it's a story driven game, I'll be leaning towards those high presets like high and ultra. And one final thing, this is the 10GB variant of the 3080, not the 12. Okay, here we go, first game on. I'm playing solo at Shika Island. Small map, so the FPS should be a bit higher. But there should be a gun here for me, right? Not the best gun, but it's a gun. We'll take it. Give me some ammo, please. Getting 160 FPS indoors, which is fantastic. 170 FPS. GPU is fully maxed out. CPU is doing a good job at not bottlenecking us. Okay, game feels incredibly smooth at 1080p. Now I do want to go outside and go upstairs and look over the map, because that will be far more intensive. Do I hear someone? Hold on a second, I think I do. But yeah, getting 140 FPS looking over the map. Not too bad actually. Obviously pretty playable. And you have plenty of headroom to lower the settings to like low and medium instead of low, medium and high to get some extra FPS out of the system. VRAM is sitting at 9 gigs out of 10. So we have a bit of headroom left over still. I think for Warzone 2, or COD in general, at the ultra settings or the extreme settings actually, this game can use up to 17 gigs of VRAM, which is kind of crazy, but that's how it is, I guess, with these newer games. A lot of the players are playing very slow in these lobbies. I'm kind of forced to play slow as well, which kind of sucks. But look, there's people there. I'm gonna go push up, try to get into a fight real quick, see how we do there. But normally, the performance is the same. Thank God I got that guy, man. Oh my God, that was close. I got no armor pretty much. Only 2 of them. Okay, he's gonna respawn and come back here for sure. Alright, last life. Then we can move on to 1440p. Oh, I almost killed myself from the fall damage. That wasn't good. But yeah, last life. Then we move on to 1440p. Stop it. Okay, that's enough of 1080p. We're playing the game at 1440p now with the same settings as before. And yeah, let's jump into it and see what we can get. 106 FPS in the sky, 98 FPS even. I'm guessing I'm going to be getting 120 FPS, 130 FPS once we actually land. And if you enable DLSS or FSR, with the quality preset, you're going to be sitting at around 140, 150 FPS, which is the same as 1080p pretty much. That was a lot to say in a short amount of time. Alright, yeah, 110 FPS actually, a bit lower than what I was expecting. Give me the gun, please. Thank you. Wow. This game doesn't mess about, does it? Okay, this is not a good spot, is it? There's enemies everywhere. The game feels not the smoothest, to be honest. Okay, get down. But it's obviously a very good experience regardless. But it's just not as smooth as 1080p. I can hear someone running around above me. I'm not sure to get him. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and enable FSR as well for you guys. Add the quality preset. Let's apply it. And as you can see, we're getting 130 to 140 FPS now instead of getting 110 FPS. So definitely much better. And the game's quality is intact. It looks very sharp, very clear. No blurriness. We'll just do one more life, I guess. Once we die, we'll just back out and move on to our next game. Because this video will be super long if I don't do that. We've got 20 games at 2 different resolutions. This will be like 40 minutes, I think. Or like 50 minutes. So many UAVs, dude. Where's our UAV? Okay, we got one. Perfect. Thank you, teammates. Now, did we see anyone? The overlay is over the map, so it's kind of hard to see with the UAV, but everyone is pretty much far away, like here and here. So, I think we've got to push them instead of just sitting here, but it's up to the team, really, what they want to do. I'm just following them pretty much. Nice job. You got them down. Now, where's everyone else? Oop, right there. Downed him. Nice, double kill. This could be a win, guys. We've got 30 players left. Now, our whole team is alive with loadout drops. I've got garbage on me. I should probably get more armor, to be honest. Oh, get down, get down, get down. I see a green laser in the distance. Got one. There's one more in the area though. What? Oh, there you are. There you are. There we go. Another down. Another kill. Okay. We're doing just fine. But there's enemies. He doesn't have armor. Someone's on me, man. Oh! How am I alive? How am I alive after that? Oh my god. That was so close. Is he waiting for me up there? Look at that guy. Put a C4 there. Uh-oh. That's not good, is it? Alright, we're fine. Alright. There's 18 players left. His friend's up there. I gotta go. I gotta go. Make a run for it. Make a run for it. No, 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 no. Okay, second game is Battlefield 2042. And we're playing the game at 1080p at a mix of medium and high settings. Going into display. We got 1080p. And at a mix of medium and high and ultra, I guess. There we go. No RT and no DLSS. Let's jump into it. This is a 64 player server. So it shouldn't be as CPU intensive as 128 player servers. But right now we're getting 150 to 160 FPS anyway, so doing great regardless. The game is feeling incredibly smooth and incredibly responsive at 180 FPS as you would expect. Teammates are dying here, so that's one. Okay, I'm not a big fan of the vehicles. Throw a nade there. Show your head, buddy. Come on. Nope, 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 nope. There's a tank right behind us. We gotta go. We gotta get out of here. And this game feels so smooth though. Actually insane how well it's optimized now. I'm trying to get into the spawn real quick. Jeep there. Yes, double kill. That was so close. Oh my god. Love me some Battlefield, dude. We got the C flag. Gonna keep pushing. Did we go for A1 or B1 first? Ooh, I see enemies. I see enemies. Let's go. I see a lot of enemies back there. Gotta try to get a flank going. Is he hiding behind there? I think he is, right? Can I? Whoa, that was a major freeze there. Come on, I can see your feet, dude. There we go. The game froze there for a second. That was kind of bad. Not really a normal thing that happens in this game, to be honest. It normally runs quite smoothly. Oh. Nice. I'm on a pretty good kill streak. Doing better than Warzone right here. There's enemies everywhere. I can hear them. I can hear them running around. Oh, another guy behind him. Oh, hello. Hello. Stop it. I'm gonna heal up real quick and try to pick this gun right. There we go. Got that guy too. Oh my god, this is going crazy right now. Oh. That's a bot. This is a bot as well. I'll take the kills regardless. Thank you very much, game. It's making my KD look even better. Hear footsteps to my right. No, there it is. Alright. Let's play the game at 440p now. And we're back again. Now playing the game at 440p. Same settings as before. Let's jump into this heli. Oh. Major started there loading in. Yeah. Let's go. What are you doing, bud? Don't crash the heli, please. Oh, dude, please. What are you doing? Okay, I'm done. I don't trust you anymore. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. The blades are in the building. We have enemies here. One of them. Where is he at? I'll take care of him, teammate. The game looks incredibly sharp now. It's still very smooth, sitting at 130 FPS, 140 FPS. But the clarity is absolutely insane now. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah, 3 enemies. I could only kill 2. Oh, enemy GPA. Teammates. Okay, I guess he's gone. You go chase him. I'm gonna hold D1. Man, the game looks so sharp now. It's actually insane. Like in Warzone 2, there's obviously a giant difference as well, but in this game, it's just that much better. VRAM is sitting at 4.4 gigs, so we have plenty of headroom there. What a good spawn, dude. Game froze again. What was that about? Second freeze of the match. Maybe it was a recent patch that caused this, but I'm getting a couple of freezes here. Teammates, can you please kill that guy? We're getting spawn trapped, guys. I leave for like 5 minutes and our team is getting dumpstered. I want to push that spawn quickly. Let's go. Let's keep going. I need some intel, guys. Show me where the enemies are. Nice. Yeah, my team isn't doing the best right now. Can't get any flags. The enemies are pushing us back into our spawn. And I'm trying my best to fight the enemies off. Wow, that was weird. So overall, the game runs beautifully. We're getting 130 to 140 FPS with ease at 440p at a mix of medium and high settings. At 1080p, even better, sitting at 170 to 180 FPS. Okay, let's move on to our third game. Third game is going to be a Plague Tale. And to start it up, I'm going to be playing the game at 1080p at the high/ultra settings. So going into graphics, here we are at 1080p at the high/ultra settings. There we go. No DLSS and no RT. Let's jump into it and see what we can get. We are in the first chapter of the game. The fires from this level, I remember, were quite intensive. Launch this game ran horribly on pretty much every GPU out there. But right now, after a couple of updates, we're getting 100 FPS. I'm so rusty at this game. Uh-oh. Does he see me? I think he does, right? Yes, the grass will save us. Walk on by, boy. That's what I thought. Now, the FPS can actually fall down into the 80s occasionally, which is not ideal for a 3080 at 1080p. But still, it's a very playable experience at pretty much max settings of this game. And if you want to get extra performance, you go into the settings and enable DLSS. Here we are at the quality preset. I wouldn't go past this for 1080p to be honest. And now you're going to be sitting at 120 FPS. There you go. The game should run much better. It does look a bit blurry to be honest at times, but if you want to get over 100 FPS, this is the way to do it. Stop trying to kill me. What have I done to you? Nothing. I've done nothing. 140 FPS even. Wow. That is quite nice. Run, run, run. Go. No, I'm gone, bud. You can't catch me. I'm too quick. So yeah, there we go. For 1080p, you can play this game at the max settings and you can have a good time playing it. And if you want to get more performance, use the DLSS or the resolution optimizer. It's up to you. Let's move on to 440p now and see what we can get. Hopefully 60 FPS though. Alright, sitting in the 80s already. So we're going to be falling down to the 60s once we get going. Yep, there we go. 67 FPS. Honestly, it's fine for this kind of game. Single play title, so 60 FPS is plenty. The game looks incredible at 440p though. Insanely good. It's so sharp, so clear. I love it. Get this guy first. His friend second. Like that. Third guy. No! No! I almost died there. That was close. Don't do it again. Oh no. This is so bad. Get out. Get out. Oh, there we go. We survived the battle. And again, same as 1080p. If you want extra performance, use DLSS. Add the quality or balance preset. And you can get that real easy. Can I sneak past this guy to get to the objective? Yes, I can. I'm gone. Don't care. Later, bud. Oh no. What? What is the game doing? No. Oh my god, it took me out of the animation. And I'll show you guys how that looks right now as well. Going to graphics, enabling DLSS, going to use the balance preset. And now with balanced DLSS, we're sitting in the 120s. There we go. We doubled our performance pretty much. And the quality looks amazing still. So the option is there for you if you want to use it. Alright. Let's move on to our fourth game now. And see how the 3080 does. And for our fourth game, we're playing Forza Horizon 5 at 1080p at the ultra settings. No DLSS. Going to graphics. Here we are at the ultra settings. There we go. We even have RT enabled as well. Okay, let's jump into it. And at 1080p, we're getting 130 FPS with ease. So this game is very well optimized. So this GPU doesn't really have any issues playing it at a high frame rate. So at 440p and 4K, you should have no trouble playing this game at the ultra settings. We even have RT enabled, which I think is only partial for this game. I think at the high settings, it's only in photo mode anyway, so not really enabled. But still, the game looks gorgeous and is running beautifully as well. I'm driving on keyboard and mouse, so it's kind of difficult to actually corner properly and not spin out without any... Uh-oh, no. What are you doing? You should be home. It's nighttime. Well, I'm street racing. VRAM is sitting at 6.4 gigs. We have plenty of headroom there. And if you really want to, you can play the game at the extreme settings as well and have a good time playing it. But to be honest, there's not much difference between ultra and extreme in this game, but you will be losing a bunch of performance for going up to the extra preset. So just keep that in mind. And 440p. The game looks incredibly sharp. Looks amazing, man. 440p is just a sweet spot for this card. I'm trying to focus on the race, so it's kind of hard to talk. Come on, give me first place. Let's go. This Mustang has no business being up front. VRAM is still sitting at 6.6 gigs as well, so it hasn't moved much. Oh, what a bad corner I took there, dude. No, the Mustang. Oh, it took me. And there we have it. Forza Horizon 5 with the 3080. It runs beautifully regardless. And you can even play the game at the extreme settings if you wish to. Okay, let's move on to our fifth game. And for our fifth game, we're back on MW2. We're playing the game at 1080p and at a mix of medium and high settings. / low as well, I guess. There we go. And let's jump into it. This is a map that was in the beta before, so it should run quite well. I got 96 ping though. I think I'm playing on the Asian servers. But look at that, we're getting 180 FPS at 1080p. Quite beautiful. This game is quite VRAM intensive, so I wouldn't really push it too far. Playing at the extreme settings, I was getting around 17 gigs of VRAM usage on the 4090. So for 3080 with 10 gigs of VRAM, just stick to the medium and high settings, and you should have a good time playing this game. We're playing kill confirmed, so not the most action-packed game mode. There we go, got the UAV out. Call it in. We need 500 points for the VTOL. That's my tag, don't touch it. Yes! Let's get a flank going to the right here. That guy's a little rat. Okay, I don't think so, bud. What are you doing sitting there still? Yes, that was so close. I got the VTOL though. Woo! Next left, I'll move on to 440p. And we can go from there. That was... I got to camp for a little bit, guys. I'm so close to the VTOL. I mean the AC-130. I need 25 points. Don't come pick this up. There we go. We've got the AC-130. I've got to stay around until I can call this in. Let's go. Let's call the AC-130 in. Oh yeah. You gotta love it. Boom, baby. Hey. Just trying that AC-130 real quick. Shoot it, please. There we go. And it goes through it. That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm farming, dude. So many. It keeps spawning. That keeps spawning. Thank you. Alright. There we have it. At 1080p, the game is very easy to run on a 3080. You're getting 180 FPS on average at a mix of medium and high settings. And let's move on to 440p and see what we can do. Let's get on with it. Getting 120 FPS right now. This is also a launch map, so it runs really nicely. Those new maps like Dome will run worse. I think I get around 40 FPS less with the 4090 on Dome, for example. So, but still regardless, we're getting 120 FPS up to 140 FPS, which is not bad. Could be better, but this game isn't really well optimized, I guess. And it runs better on AMD systems as well, so... Or GPUs, I should say. So if you have an AMD graphics card, your FPS will be far higher than this. Now again, same as Warzone 2, you can use FSR or DLSS to get better performance. I think for this game, using FSR is the better choice. Looks much better, much more clear, more crisp. But if you do want to use DLSS, you can. Our next game is Cyberpunk 2077. We're playing the game at 1080p and at the high settings pretty much. No DLSS and no RT, but I will enable it for 440p. Alright, here we are with that. But yeah, for 1080p, wouldn't use DLSS, looks too blurry. Not my taste, to be honest. But if you like it, then go ahead and enable RT with DLSS and you should have a good time playing this game. But yeah, on the road, we're getting 70 FPS up to 90 FPS. It's plenty for this game. Anything above 60 is great. And yeah, no stuttering, there's no lagging. It's beautiful. Let's go and go indoors though. Alright, here we are indoors. As you can see, we're getting 90 FPS down into the 80s occasionally. But once I shoot this enemy here, all the sparks and all the particles will cause the FPS to actually fall. And we'll see if it's actually playable there as well. Alright, here we go. Falling down to the 70s. Alright, there we go. Above 60 FPS the whole time. That's great. Let's throw some grenades around. Hey, hold this real quick. Hold that real quick. Let's go. Not bad. On average, it's sitting in the 80s. Lowest FPS is around 72. And now here we are at 440p at the max settings still, but with RT enabled and DLSS enabled as well. And we're using Psycho RT with no path tracing. Okay, let's jump into it. So now the game looks incredibly sharp. It's very crystal clear, pretty much. We're getting 60 FPS, and we have maxed out RT enabled as well, which is incredible. Now you could fall into the 50s occasionally as well, obviously, but honestly, I think it's worth the trade-off. And for our 7th game, we're playing GTA 5. I'll do online and the campaign mode, but as you can see, oh my god, without VSync, the menus are very stuttery. Alright, here we are in graphics. Please stop. At 1080p, and I've got everything pretty much maxed out as high as I can go. There we go. The game runs quite nicely, which makes sense. This game is from 2015, so it makes sense for a 3080 to actually crush it completely. And again, the stutters are from the FPS being too high. If you cap the FPS to like 170 or 160, shouldn't have any stuttering while playing the game. Alright, going up this hill, the FPS falls down to the 150s and even the 130s. The vegetation in this game is very intensive at the max settings, so as you can see, we lose a bit of performance, but the game looks gorgeous. Alright, let's go to GTA Online and see what we do there. But normally, it's far worse than the campaign. Alright, here we are in GTA Online. This is a public lobby, so hopefully I don't get hacked. Fingers crossed though. Getting 160 FPS. Which car should we pick this time? I think we'll take the Super out. Getting 150 FPS, GPU sitting at 70%. Again, online is far more intensive on the CPU than the GPU, so the FPS will be far lower. But still getting 140 FPS, stop calling me Ron, I swear to god. But yeah, we're getting 140 FPS in online is plenty anyway. I think anything above like 80 FPS for this game is fine. And the game feels incredibly smooth and very responsive as well. Let's move on to 440p now in the campaign and see what we can get. Do the jump. Let's go. And we're landing it. Oh, look at that, dude. Landing it perfectly. Alright, going up the hill before we leave. GPU is fully maxed out, but we're still sitting at 160 FPS like before. There we have it. Back into the campaign, but now at 440p. 1440p. Sitting at 130 FPS. So we lost like, what, 40 to 60 FPS from 1080p. 140 FPS going up into the 170s. GPU is fully maxed out. Luckily, and as you can see, there's no stuttering at all. Oh my god, this area is so crowded, guys. Get out of the way. But let's go ahead and drive to the coast again and see what the grass and the vegetation does to our performance. I'm guessing 110 FPS. Maybe 120 FPS, which is still plenty for this game. Oh my god, guys. Get out of the way. Here we go. You guys ready? 120 FPS. Here we come. I was right. 120 FPS and then down to the 110s. 100s even. 90 FPS. Oh my god. So lowest FPS was around 90, I think. Maybe even lower than that, to be honest. But on average, you're going to be sitting at 110 going up this hill. And up to our 8th game, which is Hogwarts Legacy, playing the game at 1080p at the ultra settings. No DLSS and no RT. There we go. Let's call in our broom, which is 3. There we go. Let's fly away. Sitting in the 70s, we're getting bottleneck with the CPU, seriously. This game was always very CPU intensive and hasn't changed much since the release. But we're sitting in the 80s up to the 90s, with occasional dips into the 60s and 70s because of the CPU. But so far, it's a very playable experience. There's no stuttering, there's no lagging. Let's go and fly towards Hogsmeade, and we can see how badly we get bottleneck with the CPU, which I think is a bit to the left here. Okay. Sitting in the mid to high 80s/90s. Not too bad, actually. Not bad at all. Still very playable, and it's very smooth all around. Alright. Let's fly back to the forest now which should be far more GPU intensive, and see what we get there. Our VRAM is climbing up to 9 gigs almost. We were sitting at around 5 gigs at the start, so it's going up quite heavily. To the Forbidden Forest. Wow, look at this area. 75 FPS, GPU's fully maxed out. Quite insane for 1080p. 3080 used to be such a beast, man, but some games just absolutely destroy it, even at 1080p. Alright, flying towards the forest, or going through the forest, falling down into the high 70s / low 80s. Again, very playable, no worries at all. This game is extremely smooth on this GPU. But at 1440p, might be a bit more intensive, and we might have to use DLSS to get a playable frame rate. And by playable, I mean 60 FPS plus. Alright, let's go and restart the game and play at 1440p and try again. Alright, 1440p, we're sitting in the low 70s. No DLSS so far, which is a good thing. Let's fly away. Might fall down into the low 60s in the forest, but we'll see in a second. Alright, in the forest, we're sitting in the low to mid 70s / the high 70s occasionally. It's still very smooth, it's very playable, there's no stutters. It's a great experience all around. I think we lost around 20 FPS or 30 FPS from 1080p. Standing still, we were sitting at 110 FPS, and moving on the broom, we were sitting in the mid to high 80s / 90s. So yeah, quite a decrease, but still in the playable range. Our ninth game is going to be Gotham Knights. Playing the game at the highest settings, at 1080p, no RT, no DLSS. Here we are in the settings. There we go. This game has always been very CPU intensive, and as you can see, we're sitting at 140 FPS and GPU is sitting at around 80%. And now on the bike itself, it's far more CPU intensive. As you can see, we fell from the 130s to the 110s and 100s. So if you got a weaker CPU, your FPS will be lower than this. And if you got a better CPU, your FPS will be higher than this. But still, very playable experience. Lowest FPS was around 100 to 110. And on foot, we were sitting pretty much in the 130s / 140s. And now playing the game at 1440p, we're sitting in the 120s, same as before, but the GPU is now sitting at 98% usage instead of around 70 to 80% usage. So obviously, as you increase the resolution, the game will become far more GPU intensive than CPU intensive, which is why the GPU is being used more. Alright, if I stop the bike and get off, what's the key? It's control. There we go. The FPS will climb up to the 130s. Sit down. I do no damage to this, guys. What is this? Dude, Robin fell off. Look at this guy. He's so tanky. You know what, cops? I'm going to leave you guys alone. Wait, hello? What's happening? I'm going to leave. See you guys later. Alright? Bye-bye. For our 10th game, we're playing Dead Space Remake at 1080p at the max settings with RT enabled as well. The RT only applies to ambient occlusion, but it's still enabled regardless. Go to settings, and there we have it. Now for Dead Space, if you actually enable resizable bar, your FPS should be higher than this, but every time you get a driver update, it will reset itself and it'll be disabled again, so your FPS will be back down to what it is in the video. And that's why I have it disabled for me, to show you guys what it is out of the box. Let's go ahead and go through the door and get ourselves to the ship, since that area is very intensive all around. And we should see quite an FPS dip from what we see right here. This way. Here we go. Wow, the stuttering is actually much better now as well. It used to be far worse. It still happens, but at launch it was very stuttery in this section. Here we go. Now we're down into the high 80s / low 90s. So far more intensive, but still way above 60. The game's still very smooth and very fluid, so you have nothing to worry about with 1080p. Whoa. Where am I at? Where's Isaac? Just a floating gun. What happened here, dude? Hello? There we go. Now at 1440p, we're sitting in the low 80s / the low 70s. Get out of here, will ya? Alright. Let's make a run for it to the ship. Go, 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 go. Oh! Go! Run, run, run. Please move, Isaac. Ah, we made it. Sucked in, idiot. Hey, what are you gonna do? Nothing. You're trapped there. At the bridge, we're sitting in the mid 60s. So again, we're in the playable range. Honestly, should be a great experience all around. Our next game is going to be NFS Unbound. We're playing the game at 1080p at the ultra settings. No DLSS either. Going to settings, graphics, and here we are at 1080p at the ultra settings. Now, if you're in the main city itself, your FPS will be a lot lower than this. For me, I'm sitting around 140 / 130 FPS here, but in the city, I'm sitting around 110 FPS, 115 FPS instead. So, again, if you've got a weaker CPU, your FPS will be probably in the 80s and 70s, but with my system, I'm getting 110 FPS. and GPU sitting around 80% usage. But still a great experience all around. No stutters and no lag spikes at all. Alright, let's move on to 1440p. Alright, 1440p. Here we are in the city. As you can see, the FPS is far lower, sitting in the 100s instead of the 130s and 140s. But I'm going to go ahead and drive outside of the... Oh, I just killed a bunch of people by accident. Alright, getting pretty close to it now. Oh my god, this BMW is so hard to control. Nice little drift there. Wasn't really a drift, I was trying to control the car, but it was a nice little slide. Alright. There we have it, going up to 110 FPS now. Not quite there yet though. At 1440p we're sitting at around 110 FPS up to 120 FPS with occasional dips into the 90s and 80s. Still very playable obviously for a racing game like this. And if you do want more FPS than this, then you can obviously use DLSS to get it that way. The Last of Us Part 1 is our next game, and we're playing the game at 1080p at a mix of high and ultra settings. Here we go with that. And there we have it. But at 1080p at the high and ultra settings for a 3080, it's very easy to run. So we're sitting at 110 FPS. We should see an FPS dip down into the 90s though, or 80s, once we go past this section. But still, very playable. The game looks gorgeous. And VRAM is sitting at 9 gigs as well, so we have a bit of headroom left over still. So the FPS dip down here. There we go, down into the 90s like I said. And we have around a 30 FPS headroom in case we fall below 60. Okay. There we go. Now I don't think they're done with this game yet. I think they're gonna keep updating it. So it might run better in the future. But as it is right now, we're sitting at 90 FPS up to 120 FPS at 1080p. I wouldn't use DLSS to be honest. It looks kind of blurry at 1080p. But at 1440p, it's definitely viable as a choice if you want to get extra performance out of your system. And here we are at 1440p, sitting at 60 FPS up to 70 FPS. It's a very playable experience. There's no stuttering, there's no lagging. Again, VRAM is up there, but it should still run quite nicely. If you do fall into the 50s, then use DLSS at the quality preset, and that should give you enough headroom to hopefully stay above 60 at all times. For our 14th game, we're playing Spider-Man Remastered at 1080p at the very high settings. No RT, no DLSS. Here we are with that. Looking good. There we go. Spider-Man Remastered. This game is gorgeous, man. And it's very well optimized as well. Getting 120 FPS in the Central Park. We go inside of it though. The FPS should kind of fall down. Yep. Down to the 110s and 120s, I guess. Still obviously very playable for a game like this. Now if you want to have RT enabled, you can. But make sure your CPU is powerful enough, or else the bottom line is going to be crazy. Alright, 1440p. I've forgotten the controls, man. Oh no. It's control to dodge, but I got it now. Let's go. What's up? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh. Oh. Sit down. Into the subway you go. No, no, no. What do you think you're doing, dude? You pay for it too. Alright, so for 1440p, the FPS is kind of similar, sitting in the 100s up to the 120s. But that's because we had a bottleneck at 1080p occasionally. It wasn't like very common, obviously. But this game is very CPU intensive. It's an open world game. But still, even at 1440p, we're getting over 100 FPS. Like very easily. Our VRAM is sitting at 8.3 gigs. So we have plenty of headroom there as well. Alright, our next game is Uncharted 4. And we're playing the game at 1080p at the ultra settings. Going to options. And then graphics. Here we are there. Yeah, I think I gotta go over here. Jump for Nathan. Go. Go, go, go. Yes. What? Oh, there we go. I thought I fell off. Oh, here we go. Oh my god, the aiming is different. Yeah, that's a headshot. Another headshot. Oh, there's enemies here. No, there's no hiding here, but we're gonna fight. What's up? Thank you. Headshot. I'm a marksman over here, dude. Hitting every shot. Another headshot. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, there we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Never mind. Oh, we're getting flanked. Get out of here. He's kind of far away. How am I hitting these? There we go. Is that all? Music stopped, so I'm guessing it is. Okay. 1440p. Lost about 30 FPS, so 40 FPS. Let's push this over here. Do we climb over the wall here or what? What do we do with this? Let's blow up the door first and then push the cart in. Alright, back up, buddy. There we go. Spider-Man time. Yeah. Oh, that was risky. We did it though. As you can see, we're sitting at 140 FPS looking at the wall. It's not very impressive as you would expect, but gonna keep going until we get to a more intensive section, which is coming up in a second. Come on over here, buddy. Night night. What's up, boys? All right, let's move on to the next game, which will be AC Valhalla. And our next game is AC Valhalla. We're playing the game at 1080p at the ultra settings. So going into options, graphics. Here we are with that. Alright, let's jump into it. This game is the oldest game that I'm testing, but it's still very intensive at those higher presets. Now we fall down into the 100s, but the max FPS was around 130, 140. So again, plenty of headroom for this kind of game. And at 440p, 60 FPS should be very easily achievable. He's gonna one-tap me, isn't he? Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. He's gonna one-tap me. Stand back. This is an order. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. He's got 4 axes and he's still got more in his backpack. Horsey? Don't. I think I'm dead. I misclicked. Okay, there we go. 440p. We are sitting in the 80s / the 90s. Quite amazing, to be honest. Falling to the 70s now. But this game looks gorgeous, man. If you're playing multiplayer titles like CSGO or COD or any of that, then it makes sense to play at 1080p at a higher frame rate. But story-driven games, you gotta play at 440p, man. I'm gonna go seek my revenge. Yeah, this horse is the slowest, man. Come on, let's go. The slowest horse out here, dude. Hey, you. Yeah, hold that real quick. Go, 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 go. It's a drive-by. That's what I thought. You guys suck. Hold that. Oh, I'm a sniper elite. Oh, hello. And there we have it. AC Valhalla on a 3080. It runs beautifully at 1080p and 440p. And our final game will be The Witcher 3. I'm going to cut this short. I'm running out of time. I spent 2 days on this video already. And I think we got 18 games so far. So we're only down by 2. But I did try. But yeah, Witcher 3 is the last game. I'm playing the game at the Ultra Plus settings with RT enabled at 1080p. Alright, in the game we're sitting in the low 50s / the low 60s. Now if you do want to get some extra FPS, then you can obviously lower the quality of the game or use DLSS and you should have no troubles there. But The Witcher, I think deserves to have RT enabled. It looks very nice, looks very good compared to what it is normally. The game's running into a glitch where the background is stuck onto the screen, but if you disable RT, we're sitting now at 110 FPS instead of sitting at 50 to 60 FPS. And now playing the game at 440p, no RT, we are sitting in the 60s. Very intensive all around. But there we have it, the RTX 3080 in 18 different games in 2023. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you guys for watching, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time for the next video. See you guys then.